You really signed up for, helping out with the community, not just to, your son, but to all the other sons. When these children walk in the door, I want you to all remember one thing, okay? It's no longer your child, he's our scout. And it all comes down to sharing. So if you want to make a difference in the community and you want your children to be good leaders, the key to good leadership is learning how to share. We got a thing we call servant leadership. Basically what that means is you lead through others. So by me being the boss and me empowering you people to be successful, now look at all the leaders we've created. And that's what we're doing with the boys. So if we want the boys to become real good leaders, the key for us is to be good role models. And that means we share the work, we share the fun, we share the responsibilities. We don't look to be asked to be told to do things, we offer helpfully. Because that's what we want for our kids. We don't want our kid to sit there and watch somebody struggle. We want him to go and say, hey, can I help you with that? Helpful, friendly, courteous, kind. Okay, this is what it's all about. If we can be helpful, friendly, courteous, and kind, we can work on the rest of the Scout Oath and the Scout Laws with the boys. But it starts there. Look around the room, see all the people, and make everybody feel welcome. That's what it's about, you should feel good about coming here. This is a place you don't have to compete with anybody. We have uniforms for a reason. It's not because, we want to be special with everybody. We want the field to be level so that all the kids have the same opportunities. At the end of the day, the end game is to become an Eagle Scout. But if we get them to first class, we've given them the values that will last us all a lifetime, and we'll all benefit from this. So the game is to, not take it so serious. Understand that scouting has a place in the community. It doesn't go away. It's not seasonal. If the children have to go play in the theater or they want to play sports, go do it. Have fun doing it. But remember to come home. Scouting is always here for you kids. You can't make it all the time. You go to summer camp. You come back, you have problems, tell people. You see the kids aren't being engaged, ask them what you can do to help them. Make them feel like they're special too, because not all of us have the same home relationships. Some families are stronger, some families aren't so strong. There's a lot of single parents here. And this is the one place the kids can come and get, rock solid foundations. Don't tell them they're doing great when they're doing okay. Just say, nice job, you're doing all right. Good is good, great is great. Mediocrity is, thanks for coming. And just keep encouraged to keep doing better. But we've got to try ourselves as parents, not to let each other struggle. When you see people that are a little late, hey, what can I do to help? If we all do a little, nobody has to do a lot, and it's fun and we want to be here. And just have fun with it. Don't take it so serious. It's not about who got the eagle first. It doesn't matter when you get to be an eagle. 18 years old is the cutoff date. It doesn't matter. Enjoy the trail. There's a lot of fun. Don't get so excited. I'm 14, I gotta be an eagle. Nobody's gonna respect the poor kid. You're not doing your son a service if you think you can push him the gate too fast. He's gonna drag you soon enough, but temper him a little bit so he gets the respect that he earns. You're gonna get that here, a sense of fair play that you'll never get from playing any of the sports around here. It's so competitive. Oh, my kid's better than your kid. Look at my shoes. Wow, is that what it's come down to? That's not what this program is about. This program is about leveling the playing field and giving each and every child in here the same opportunity to be a senior patrol leader or patrol leader. My son got to be an Eagle Scout and was never senior patrol leader. You don't have to be the big boss, but you still can be a great leader. So it's about servant leadership. It's about leading through others and making other people better leaders. And if you remember that, it all falls into play for you. You don't have to fight it. We got any questions?
Could you talk a little bit about the difference between Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts in the transition?
Well, the big deal between Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts is essentially anybody can be a Kingler, okay? That means mom, dad, the den leader, the big brother, anybody, okay? It's just to get the kids engaged in understanding that, there's a check and a balance. You show me a little bit of stuff, I'll check you off for it. There's your balance, right? Now we come into Boy Scouts. It doesn't work that way. This is about teaching kids leadership skills and teaching them the pecking order and how protocol works, because the skills that we give them here are going to be the ones that will carry them the rest of their days, okay? So what that means is to get your advancement, mom and dad don't get to sign off on these things. Yes, mom and dad can become merit badge counselors. That's all well and good. Can't sign off on Eagle required merit badges for your own children. Period. The end. It's a bad policy. conflict of interest. Don't go there. Keep the field level. You want these kids to stand up with that award where they earned it, not to always give it to them. Okay? It means a lot. Those that are eager will tell you. It carries your lifetime. When you go to Youth Court of Honors and you see these old guys standing up there, you start hearing the dates coming out, you're just kind of like, wow. It's pretty impressive.
Could you explain boy-led and what that means a little bit more in detail?
Sure.
Come on in.
Boy-led does not mean that the boys got the run of the mill. Okay? Essentially what boy-led means is it's adult mentoring. Okay? You've got good uniform leaders. They take the time to go to special training. There's all kinds of opportunities for all of you folks. If you want additional training, you can go to Woodbadge. You can take any of the special training classes. Some of the stuff is online. Scouting does training very, very well. They got maybe some foibles, but training isn't one of them. So what the boys do is the boys sit down and they get to decide what they're going to do to what they call a Petroleers Council. And essentially what the Petroleers Council is, it consists of all the troop leaders, okay, senior petroleers, senior petroleers, you know, the rest of his little entourage, and then the den lead, the petroleers. And they get together and they, you know, come up with their plan for what they're going to do for the year. They figure out how they're going to run their meetings. Scoutmaster attends these meetings, guides the boys, and gives them the input he needs. Now, the Scoutmaster has to work collectively with the committee and the committee chairman, which is Candace, and she's put together by the parents. You people run the show. Just because the boys are out there putting the sign up and putting the meeting together doesn't mean that they're controlling everything. You people get the last say here, you know, because you get to go and say, Todd, I don't like what we're doing, you know. He's going to follow the book, they're going to go what they're doing, but if things are going a little different than what you want to do, I don't want to go camping here, I want to go there, well, you have some say in that. You guys are driving. They don't get to decide every place. You get to decide as a group. Somebody will find the trucks, somebody will find the cars, we'll get you there. But at the end of the day, you know, the boys are going to make good decisions with your help. Okay? You give them choices that you can live with and that you're willing to accept as far as the finances are concerned. When you want to get involved with finances, there's some that have more pockets than others. You should never let that be an issue. If there are people that have problems with the financing, talk to the committee chair off-site, keep it down low. Things will work out where that child won't be left behind. It should never come down to where a kid can't go camping because he doesn't have the money to go with the kids. Never. Okay? You find a way to get the kid to earn the money. That's what scouting's all about. And shame on you for leaving the home. Don't share your talents with everybody because you'll be amazed how much you got to give. I mean, you're all gifted in so many ways, and you know, you'd be surprised how much a difference you can make in one of them kids out there. You don't know what you're going to say that's going to turn them to where it goes off. It's pretty priceless. Yes.
You just said that there were other ways that the scouts could maybe earn money. Sure. And when I was at the Catalina, they were other troops were talking about they do car wash
Sure.
and jumper juice and all that. Is that allowed by the Marin Council?
Sure, you have to go through the process. You have to fill out a fundraising application with the council, tell them what you're doing, why you're doing it, and you go. There's no wrong way to do it. You know, the way things work, and I've been around a long time, and the easiest way to get things done is if you want something done with the boys, get the boys to buy into it, let the boys spread it around with the other boys, and then they'll bring it back and say, hey, what a great idea, and wow, it just happened here. That's how it works.
Right.
You know, empower them to where they're comfortable to talk to the adults, they give you the eye contact, they tell you like it is, and always encourage them to be honest, because if they're not honest, nothing's going to work for them. They're only fooling themselves.
If you could just maybe hit a little bit on how our troop just really will not succeed without everybody raising their hand a little bit. All the parents. I mean, it's such an important part of what makes things tick.
Everybody has to do a little bit of something, because you want your kid to be a team player, and you're the biggest role model in that child's life. And the kid's going to accept the fact that maybe you got to work 2 jobs, or maybe you have a broken home, and you're trying your best. That's going to inspire your child to do his best. And if you want him to do his best, you got to reach down sometimes and just find that little bit to do something. I mean, that's what it's all about, giving them the self-esteem they need to overcome their own hurdles. You don't want to be left behind because somebody can't do it. But that said, you know, sometimes the parents, they just can't do it, and that should never be a reason not to include the child. So those are things where, you know, you talk to the people, you find out what the situation is, and maybe there's a valid point, you know. Sometimes you just got to ask people, you know. They sit here and they say, well, nobody asked me. Okay, so I'm asking you, you know. Don't ask me to ask you again, you know. Don't sit on your hands, put your hand up, do a little bit of something, you know. The best way to fit into these things is when there's a big group thing coming where you got more people than you need and you sign up for that. That way, you know, well, I want to go camping. Well, there's always a few guys that want to go camping. So you don't have to worry about fighting over that one. You know, so just do what you can when you can. But, you know, whatever you can is better than nothing.
Great.
You know, so that's good as well.